The only game I've seen recently that I'm really excited for. What's that game? The Warhammer 40K game that's coming out. The something Tide.
Total War.
Yeah,
Vermintide.
Not Vermintide, but it's the sequel to Vermintide, the 40K version.
The Dark
anyway.
Tide.
Dark Tide. That's what it is. I'm excited for that. But then I saw some gameplay from Elden Ring yesterday, and I had never
just downloaded that today.
That looks so cool. I was just looking at that earlier today. I wrote it down to talk about it. It looks like Skyrim. It looks sick.
It looks better than Skyrim.
Do you guys ever play Dark Souls before?
Popular and just got second on Steam like all time.
Yeah. Have you guys ever played Dark Souls before?
No, but I'm aware it's a Dark Souls like game.
Yeah.
And the combat is very similar.
Yeah, it looks amazing. I haven't played it yet. I got my press copy last night and didn't even realize I could play it. And so I got on this morning and started it up, and it's really fucking good.
I watched the review.
The reviews are 10 out of 10.
Exactly. That was going to say. The reviews all say 10 out of 10. And I watched a review yet today, I think. And this guy's like, look, 10 out of 10 doesn't do it. Okay.
Yeah, I'll watch that one. So,
This is just the best game that's ever been made. He's like, I'm only going to show you a fraction of what there is to see, and it's more than I have time to show you. He's like, the worlds are so big, the combat is so incredible, like just every facet of the game. He was like, and he would stop and be like, they didn't have to do this. They didn't have to, but they did. He's like, look right here. Look, randomly, a cave. Guess what? It's an enormous cave. It goes on for miles. It's hidden back here behind a shed in the mountains. There's no reason to even be here. You know, it's just like he was really like sucking this game's dick, and it didn't seem like he needed to like suck it that hard.
Yeah.
Like
George R. Martin is involved in it. Did you see that?
But that doesn't
the fantasy world.
That all that means to me is
shit writer and a sellout.
Yeah, or so
it means he needed a paycheck to be on there as a consultant.
Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. I hope bad things happen to him.
So Lost Ark is the game I'm talking about. It's incredibly popular. It's the second most popular on Steam ever, and it beat Counter-Strike, I think.
What's it called?
Oh, yeah, that Lost Ark is a lot of people are addicted to that at the moment. So I haven't played it yet, but apparently it's quite good.
It beat out Dota 2. It beat out Counter-Strike Global Offensive. I'm trying to figure out what got first, the most popular game ever. It's like way ahead of even second place. Doesn't seem to be in this article.
What kind of game is it?
It is a RPG.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
An action RPG.
I'm watching my friend just here, and he's really into the Dark Souls games, and he was really pumped to play Elden Ring. He's like, I can get it on PC, but it releases 10 hours later. So he's like, I'm gonna get it on console instead, so I can start playing it at midnight. And he's been live for 19 and a half hours. He's been playing it for straight.
Jeez. Is he gonna lose his progress or stay on console?
I think he's going to finish it on console and then most likely finishing it on PC.
When's the release date for us peasants?
It's already out. It's out now. It was 10 a.m. this morning for me, which is 4 hours ago. So.
I might look into it because it looks pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. I fired it up this morning just before joining the podcast because I misread the time and I got up really early, and so I was like, oh, I'll just fire it up this morning while I'm waiting for you guys. So. And I've enjoyed it. It's the start of it.
It looks like for us, the midnight release is tonight.
I might get it. I might get it tonight and check it out, dude. It looks so good.
It looks awesome.
It looks a lot like Skyrim. I need to look into it a little bit more. Is it RPG-esque? Like, is my magic going to keep getting better, and am I going to continue?
Yeah.
I'm going to find better and better swords.
But there's also there's the combat's more skill based than.
I saw that. And I like that.
It's a lot more. It's more about like Dark Souls. You can finish the game at level 1 with your fists if you're skillful enough and you can dodge enough attacks to be able to do 1 damage to this end boss if you're really good at the game. But it does have the RPG elements where you level up and stuff like that. But it's also about becoming proficient at the combat and learning the weapon style that you choose and stuff like that. So it's half and half, between a good fighting game.
The review that I watched talked about how they made the combat much more complex and varied by making it more rewarding to do moves that weren't as popular. I guess heavy attacks weren't popular, but now heavy attacks break an enemy's stance so that you can then do some sort of execution move or something. So now that's going to be in your toolbox where it normally wasn't. the way he described it is before you could just use like the quick attack over and over, like slash 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 slash, and just kind of go through most of the enemies. And now it was going to be a lot more complex and complicated and fun.
Yep.
And the horse
I
combat
just,
looks so slick. I saw horse
it does
combat.
look good.
He's on a horse with like a big sickle or something, and he's being chased by 3 bears, each of which are the size of an elephant. And when they chase him, they like hit trees that fall out of the ground. I saw a dragon blow fire at him, and all the trees burnt and turned to crisp and fell over. It's a really slick looking game. I had no idea.
Yeah, enemies are like massive on
look way
scale.
tougher. Like I'm watching just a stream of Ludwig playing it on YouTube just to see. It was the main one suggested, and I just happened to pull it up while he was fighting some giant like Templar knight. And like I've never seen a bad guy in Skyrim do like side dodge rolls and stuff like that, and like try and get behind you. And it fucking killed him. It smoked him. He was not prepared for what that guy was bringing to the table.
There's enemies in there that are like they're meant to be like spirits. And they essentially the player character, but they have like different kinds of armor and different builds. And when you summon those, like I've had times where I was playing Dark Souls 3 where I've summoned one. And I'm not the best, like I don't know that much about the game. I'll be fighting one, and I thought it was actually PvP because I'm like, this guy's fucking my shit up. And then everyone's like, that's AI, man. You're just shit. And I'm like, and they're like trolling me and like rolling away from all my attacks and stuff, and I'm just getting fucked by them. This is fucking
so that's an aspect of the game I'm curious about, because I only know like tangentially that you can do that sort of thing, because I know that like Wings would play that Dark Souls game, and he'd sort of like throw out an open challenge that I guess you can like raid his single player game, and you can portray like one of his bosses or bad guys or something. And so like
if you have it so it's like on, you can summon people to either help you or to people can invade your world. So they'll just like spawn inside your world as like essentially a shade, like ghost, like they'll be glowing like red, and then you just fight this dude that's like a similar level to you and in that location.
Mm-hmm.
You just be fighting like monsters, and then someone will invade your world. This is how it worked in Dark Souls 3, and then you'll just have this bloke running around who you've got to deal with, or you can summon your mate and he can come and do the same thing but help you kill bosses and stuff like that.
So I wonder if that's it. Do you know if that's an aspect of this Elden Ring game?
I believe it is. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I
think there may be an issue with the PC multiplayer at the moment, because they discovered like a remote code execution bug, and they're trying to fix it on the servers. So the multiplayer servers aren't up for PC yet. So
it's also a beautiful game. Like just watching like him ride around on that horse, and like the sky is some sort of like fucking acid trip to begin with. Like I don't even know what that sky is. I don't know what the background of this game is. Like what universe this is, or time period, or what kind of magical nonsense is happening. But it looks fucking
always
fun.
The story in them is always sort of like vague, and you have to sort of delve deep to understand what's going on. But they are super beautiful. Like the level design and stuff is fucking amazing.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna play.
This looks hard as shit. Ludwig has died 3 times since we started talking about
I
this.
bet he's had the difficulty on maximum though.
No, there's no max difficulty. You just get fucked.
Wait, there's no difficulty?
No. Well, there wasn't in the previous ones, and I'm pretty sure there's not in this one. It's just you get
Come on,
fucked.
this game. Taylor, ask him if there's difficulty.
Is there difficulty?
There's gotta be a difficulty setting.
I don't think there is. I don't think there is.
I've never heard of a game that didn't have one. How?
No. Well, the idea is in the other ones that if you died, you just have to get better, and that was the
Dark Souls games before don't have difficulty settings either.
No, and they were just, the idea was if you can't beat the boss, you just need to learn how to dodge its moves better and block it and fight it.
This is a concept that I'm unfamiliar with, because I don't know. I play games like Call of Duty, Halo, Doom, I guess. You know, like all the RPGs that you can think of that are like AAA. But like I've never seen an Elden Ring, no matter how hard the players try. And holy shit, it doesn't have a difficulty setting. And Ludwig's getting shit on right now 3 times in a row.
Well, he may not be leveled up. He may not be leveled up enough.
Okay, that's fair.
But it's like, as I said, if you're good enough, you can finish the game on level 1.
Yeah.
Previous
but I was, I don't know what I was thinking. Of course,
is that an achievable level of good enough? Like, do people do that?
Yeah, there's runs where like people do speed runs of all 3 Dark Souls games without getting hit once at level 1, and so they'll like just run the entire thing without getting hit.
Okay, that makes a lot more
serious.
sense.
Frustrating.
I forgot for a second that it's going to be this big sandbox open world thing where, like, of course you could. It's just like in Fallout New Vegas. It was like turn left and go to like Prim or something like that. This happy little town where you could get gear and free levels, or make a right and head toward the Death Claws. But I always went toward the Death Claws. Like, can we make it through past the Death Claws at level 4? Let's see it. Let's find out.
Okay.
Yeah.
It
was like trying to like kill that giant in Skyrim near Whiterun.
Yeah.
Way before you were supposed to.
Yeah, you shoot him.
Well,
once
I would assume that like if you are going into it, the Dark Souls games are notoriously difficult.
I like hard games, I'll get into it. Like the dodging mechanics is just going to be muscle memory, but I look forward to like a challenge. I'm really looking forward to that Dark Tide game though. That's going to be so much fun because I like games where I can co-op with like 2 to 3 friends or something like that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You can co-op this. You can co-op Elden Ring. It's
really?
up to 4 players. Yeah, 4 players apparently.
Now is it like one of those things where like I could play with Taylor for an hour and then he could go to bed and I could continue playing and it wouldn't and then he could jump back in the next day?
I think he just drops into your world and then just joins you on your adventures. And his character is just his character.
I'm downloading tonight if you want to play. I'm gonna play. And we could get. I'm sure I could fill a lobby up with other people who will buy it. I'm gonna tell everybody to buy it right now.
Yeah, you need specific items.
Or I guess we have to wait till midnight, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, you have to find these things. They're called like fingers, and then you can summon people into your world. But in the previous games, you could get fucking heaps of them, and they were pretty easy to find. So it was. Like, I finished the whole of Dark Souls 3 co-oping with my brother using these summon items to summon him. It was like this chalk thing, and you like draw in the ground, and then I just summoned my brother into my co-op game. And then it had a bit of a weird thing where it's like if I did the boss in my world and he helped me, then he wouldn't have completed the boss in his game. So we'd like complete one area with my character, and then he'd summon me into his world, and then we go back and do the boss again in his world, and then just like. I mean, it's such a good game that I didn't mind doing all the bosses twice. So
no. Yeah, I feel that for sure. No, I'm looking for a new game, and like everything else right now is like, man, that everything I've seen about Halo makes me so sick to my stomach.
Does it look bad?
I'm correct me if I'm wrong, like because I just like go through like memes and like word of mouth, but like I think they introduced like a girl character with like pink hair who's like beats up Master Chief and like jokes about that he's shorter than he should be, and then she like saves the day or something like that. It's pretty accurate. Don't have like a pink hair, like
social justice, man.
I don't know. Maybe I'm completely wrong.
Take away the whole girl part and just be like, they hire anyone to come in and make fun of Master Chief and beat him up and actually say, it's like, no, you can't do that.
I don't know what actually happens. I'm going off of memes and shit I read on Reddit, but I haven't played Halo since Halo 3, so it doesn't matter anyway. Same with Gears of War. I don't understand how let's go make a new thing. Once you complete the trilogy, like go do another creative thing.
Yeah. And they just tried Ride on their previous achievements.
Those things were self-contained. Like there was no more
it was
story.
Done. It was done.
It was both times. I love the Gears trilogy.